Alright, so Philip Engaras re-signed yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was. Back to the Comets. Now, he came over in a trade before last season. It's weird saying last season because the season just, the NHL season just ended and that's the last hockey we have. But came over back in 22-23 out of Bakersfield for a trade. I think that was the Seneschin trade, or it was like future consideration. Something, it was around that time where the Comets were wheeling and dealing a few guys. Actually, it was Garrett Van Wy that came over for him, I think. But he came over, had an alright showing. Not as good as he did in Fort Wayne, or not Fort Wayne, because that's ECHL. Not as good as what he did in Bakersfield, but then he comes in last season, does better, and finds a spot with the LeBurge and who's on the other side. But on that line, he was anchoring the third line as the center. And whoever his right wing, the name will come back to me. But anchored that line to the end of the season. They started to kind of find their rhythm, and obviously there's always a little shifting because it's the Comets. And he's back on a 1-year two-way. It's just another one of multiple re-signings. The Comets are going to keep a somewhat similar roster this year because Willman got re-signed, and so did I want to say it was one of the veterans. Another Chris Gulo, I think, was the other one that got re-signed around that time. But a few have been re-signed. You have your other contracts like Gambo that are already in place. Philman, I think, will be here this year. I think he's aged to the point where he can come to the AHL. If not, it's next year. One of the two. Or this year he turns. And we'll see how he does because he put up decent numbers in Utica. Not the greatest, but he went 6.6 goals, 12 assists. Or 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. And then went down to Adirondack and put up 2-1-3. Did very good for them in their playoff run, so he'll probably be up and down again. Or no, it was 7-2-9 in their playoff run, 2-1-3 in the regular season in 6 games. But he'll probably be up and down again. He'll probably see. Well, he may be up and down a little bit, but unless the Comets go again where they're like, we're gonna pull in like 10 more forwards, he's probably gonna be in Utica, stay on the third line, stay anchored, and kind of be a middle six forward this year instead of a bottom six. Who knows? Especially with Graham's gone. I don't think Foote will ever really come back long term. Obviously, Holtzy will never come back. Nemec, even though he's D, there's a few guys that will not come back. I don't think Luke Hughes, even though he's defenseman again, a lot of the young guys will not come back. So, or even come here. So, who knows? If they don't bring in a ton, he'll get some good time and could turn into a decent forward. Anyways, I got content coming out sometime, and I'll see you later.